All right, and we're live. Hi, I'm Alexia Anastasio, and I'm here with...
I'm Terry Vianney.
I'm Jessica Emirati.
Awesome. And we are all have been selected very carefully to be part of a big contest
Very.
with Ovation TV, which is a national television station in the United States, and a crowdfunding platform called Rocket Hub. So I would love to start with you guys telling the audience who you are and like what are you up to?
Do you want to start, Jess? Or you want me to jump in?
Yeah, you jump in.
Okay. As I said, my name is Terry. I am 46, I think. I live in rural Connecticut. I am a writer. I've been a writer for years and years and years. I haven't always made my living at it. I have sold stuff professionally and had it produced, though. Yeah, I love TV. It's mostly what I write, pilot scripts and spec scripts, that kind of thing. I don't know what else to say about myself. Hot Flash is our project, and it's a labor of love, as all our projects are. Jess and I have worked together in the past. She's my partner in creative crime, as I call her, and we are very much meshed creatively. We understand each other creatively very, very well. And what's that?
We call it hive mind.
Yeah, we call it hive mind. Creatively, we are hive mind. So we have a lot of fun working together. Last year, we shot a 60-minute television pilot on location in New York and Virginia. I was the writer on it. We co-created it. I wrote it. We both produced it, and Jess directed it. It's called Farm Story, and we're in the process of selling that now. So after Farm Story ended, we decided we needed another project, and that's how Hot Flash came about. And I'm sure we'll be talking about that in a minute. But over to you.
So I'm Jessica Emirati. I'm a director. My background is in theater, but I always wanted to do film, and I'm 43. I just turned 43 on Sunday, actually. So, and thanks. And I, 20 years ago, it was a little harder to make movies, and certainly it was impossible to make independent television. Independent television wasn't even an option. Web series didn't exist. That's all something within the last 5 years. And so I really went into theater and kind of threw myself into theater fully. I started a production company, which is going to DVD productions, which started with just theater production and now obviously has moved into film and TV and web series. But I knew all through the theater work, which I love. I mean, it's where my background was. It's what I have a lot of experience in, and I absolutely love it. And live theater is a unique medium, which is it's the only one. It's its own thing, and that's great. But I always knew I wanted to do film and TV because, like Terry, I'm a TV junkie. I'm a film nut. It's just something I always wanted to do. And when the opportunity came around to do Farm Story, Terry and I both jumped at the chance. We've been friends for 20 years. We lived together for a while. We came to New York together to take the city by storm. A long time ago, before she left to go live with the chickens.
Well, I came to live with my husband. We had the chickens came after.
I know. But yeah, and it just when this opportunity came up, first with Farm Story and then with Hot Flash, it was just it was a no-brainer. This is the chance to really do this thing that we've always wanted to do and do it together.
Yeah, and it's a little bit amazing that Ovation and Rocket Hub are doing this. It's a tremendous, tremendous thing that they're doing. So,
and I have a long history with Rocket Hub because I've raised money for various theater shows through them, and I've done 5 or 6 Rocket Hub campaigns, and so when Ovation came on, and it was a chance to, two organizations together to, that are amazing and that are offering this opportunity to artists. It just, again, it was a no-brainer. It was just too exciting.
Totally. Yeah, I have sort of, I mean, I don't know if it's a similar story, but because I'm also a female creative, I started loving theater as well. At 11, I knew I wanted to be an actor. And of course, theater is where, you start. But loved improv and still do. And now I take that into my films. So, so my project is called The Fantastic Santa Monica, feature narrative film about a group of performance artists who are looking for love, connection, and significance in Los Angeles.
Fun.
So yeah, so I dive into a lot of that fun stuff in there, and also living that creative life. So how do you guys live the creative life?
Well, that's for me. It sometimes gets very tricky because I'm not a writer, and I think that's one of the things that I feel like I'm sort of rare in today's day and age because I'm not a writer director. I'm just a director. I mean, I'm a director producer, but although I love developing a story, and Terry and I have worked at great length, and I've assisted in the development and the creation of our shows. I'm not the one who writes the dialogue, and I'm not the one who has to put that all together. But I'm also not the one who has that as the creative outlet. For me, the creative outlet is really only when I'm on set or when I'm in rehearsal, if it's theater. So it's tricky living the creative life, and it's that question of always, how do you have that outlet, especially if for you the outlet isn't the writing. And for me, I mean, the way I'm doing it right now is I have a couple of short film projects that I'm in development on, and I just scheduled a shoot for a short that I'm making. That's it's going to be like a 2 or 3 day shoot in November, and so I'm very excited about that because now there's that creative outlet. But it gets tricky. I mean, one of the things for me that's been an outlet has been during this campaign has been that we've been making these little videos that are sort of have to do with the show and with Hot Flash, but really are just a fun opportunity to sort of creatively film something on an iPhone, put it together on Final Cut, and get it out there. And so that's been helpful as far as living the creative life this week.
Exactly.
Do you want me to answer, or do you want to move on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think for me, my creativity and living the creative life, it comes from my perspective about writing, which for me is that it's a craft, and I see myself as a crafts person rather than an artist. And so I try to carry that idea throughout my day, even when I'm not actually in front of the computer writing. It's about sitting down and doing the work. And I sort of apply that across the board in my life. If there's anything I want, whether it's I have an idea for a show that I want to explore, or I want to take my, whatever it is, pulling something out, my cooking to a new level, whatever it is, I approach it from that standpoint that the magic happens in the work. So I think sometimes we get caught up in the word, oh, I'm a creative, and it's very loosey-goosey and it's very, ephemeral. And what it really means is, to me, are you doing the work that it takes to live the creative life? Because it's not just about the, sitting around in coffee houses, smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee and talking about what you're writing or what you're acting, what you're in, and that kind of thing. So for me, it's a defining principle of existence rather than am I in front of my computer writing. So I don't know if that makes any sense at all.
It absolutely does. Absolutely does. I feel like what we're doing right now is living the creative life.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So
about showing up for your work and for yourself. You know, if that's what it's about too, just showing up and saying, I'm going to get it done, and shutting out the noise of the business and of people telling you how difficult it is, and people telling you, you know, oh, if you haven't made it by this time, you're not going to make it, and just doing the work and committing to the process. So,
yep. So, with Hot Flash, what is the ideal? Like, what do you want to see? What do you want to manifest for? I mean, with this contest and after the contest?
Well, with the contest, obviously, we'd like to be one of the winners. And afterwards, we want to shoot it. I mean, Jess, you can, let me let you take this one since you're more familiar with Rocket Hub and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, the ultimate win for the entire thing is, you know, is take over the world with our television.
Oh, I like that. Let's go with that.
That's what we want. What we want to happen is, you know, we want these stories to be told. We want them to have a life. And so the immediate is that we film the pilot episode of Hot Flash. Like that's the most immediate goal, and that's what we're geared towards with the campaign. Is, you know, get enough money and enough support that we can do, you know, we can film the pilot episode of Hot Flash, and we can film it well. So, you know, would it be amazing if we got enough support and money to film the first season of Hot Flash? Of course, you know, and that would be incredible. It's, you know, but from the very basic, like, what is the goal here? The goal here is to make this art and to make it happen, and to have something that says, you know, this is the story we're trying to tell. This is, you know, this is what we have to say, and we've done it well. And that's, you know, that's the immediate goal as far as this project and this campaign.
Awesome. So, where can they find you on all that?
Yeah, on no, go ahead. No,
go ahead. We have a Facebook page, which is Hot Flash. Is it Hot Flash TV?
Yes. On Twitter, it's Hot Flash TV. On Facebook, it's Hot Flash.
On Twitter, it's Hot Flash TV. On Facebook, I think it's just Hot Flash. No exclamation point. Very sadly, we have a whole video about it.
Yeah, Facebook let us have an exclamation point after the, so.
Yeah, some sort of. So we made a video about it. There's on Rocket Hub, we can be found on. I think we're the only Hot Flash, the web series, on Rocket Hub. And then, honestly, you can find us through, you know, my website is going to dvdproductions.com. We also have Farm Story has a website, and so you can certainly find us through that, which is farmstorytv.com. And yeah, I mean, that's the best way to find us. But right now, particularly for the next 3 weeks, Rocket Hub is the best place because it's all, you know, it's everything about Hot Flash that you could want, as well as all of our videos. We do have a YouTube channel that is Hot Flash, but the trick with YouTube is that, like, you search Hot Flash and you get a whole bunch of things about Hot Flash and about Hot Flash, and then
Well, I'm going to be putting the links below, so everybody watching the YouTube, click on the links, and you can always.
Great. I will also tweet them.
Oh yeah, they'll be up on the Twitter and whatnot. So
awesome. And you can find me, Alexia Anastasio, at alexianastasio.com or Rocket Hub, Fantastic Santa Monica.